You don't earn respect by talking. You earn it by how you move when the world tries to shake you. People don't respect volume. They don't respect performance. They don't respect the one who needs attention to feel powerful. Respect comes from presence. The kind of presence that stays calm when others panic, that stays silent when others explain, that stays grounded when others react. Most people speak because they're uncomfortable. You speak because you're certain. And certainty is rare. That's why it's respected. When you master your stillness, you become unpredictable. When you master your silence, you become unreadable. And when you master your reactions, you become untouchable. Respect isn't something you ask for. It's something people feel the moment they enter your space. Let's break down the psychology behind that kind of presence and how to build it so deeply into your identity that you never have to raise your voice again. Respect begins where your words end. The second you stop trying to prove yourself, explain yourself, or defend yourself, people feel a shift. Silence isn't emptiness, it's pressure, and pressure exposes everyone in the room. When you stay quiet, people project onto you. They start wondering what you're thinking. They question their own behavior. They search your face for clues. Your silence forces them into self-reflection, and most people crumble when they're left alone with their own thoughts. This is why stillness is power, because most people can't hold it. They talk to fill the awkwardness. They joke to hide insecurity. They over-explain to feel in control. But when you can hold silence without flinching, you communicate one thing: I don't need anything from you. And that's where respect starts. Stillness is dominance without aggression. It shows you're not operating from anxiety. You're not playing emotional chess. You're not trying to win approval. You're centered. And a centered person is unpredictable, unreadable, and unshakable. Look at the subtle details. Your posture tells people whether you're confident. Your breathing tells them whether you're calm. Your eye contact tells them whether you're grounded. Your lack of reaction tells them everything about your internal strength. When someone disrespects you and you don't lash out, they feel weaker. When someone tries to provoke you and you stay still, they feel exposed. When someone expects you to fold and you remain calm, they feel the weight of your presence. Respect is not loud. It's quiet. It's controlled. It's intentional. And if you want to understand why silence intimidates people, why your non-reaction creates psychological gravity, and how your energy becomes louder than your voice, remember to download the audiobook of Surviving the Toxic Bond. It breaks down the emotional wiring behind power, presence, and detachment in a way that changes how you carry yourself. If you prefer reading while listening, the ebook pairs perfectly. Download link is in my bio. When you stop explaining yourself, your presence becomes your explanation. When you stop reacting, your absence becomes the consequence. And when you stop seeking respect, people have no choice but to give it. People don't test you because they're curious. They test you because they're calculating. They want to know where your limits are, what triggers you, and whether they can get away with disrespect. And the moment you react emotionally, you fail the test. Every challenge is a scan for weakness. Someone raises their tone. They're checking if you'll shrink. Someone interrupts you. They're checking if you'll chase the floor. Someone gives a backhanded comment. They're checking if you need validation. Someone goes cold or distant. They're checking if you'll start performing for connection. Most people don't even realize they're being tested. They jump to defend themselves, over-explain, laugh it off, or mirror the disrespect, which proves one thing: they can be moved. And anyone who can be moved can be controlled. Respect is lost the moment your reactions become predictable. If someone can trigger you, they own the frame. If someone can make you over-explain, they own your confidence. If someone can make you chase their approval, they own your identity. If someone can pull an emotional response out of you, they own your power. This is why the strongest presence is the one that doesn't rise to provocation. Silence forces them to deal with their own behavior. Calmness shows you're not threatened. Stillness shows you're not competing. And non-reaction shows you're not playing their game. People test you to find your emotional buttons, but when they realize you don't have any, respect becomes automatic. Here's the truth most never understand. Respect isn't earned through confrontation. It's earned through restraint. The one who doesn't flinch when challenged is the one everyone pays attention to. The one who stays centered when disrespected is the one people fear disappointing. The one who doesn't react when provoked is the one others stop provoking. Because there's nothing more uncomfortable to a disrespectful person than someone who refuses to validate their behavior with a response. When you control your reactions, you control the dynamic. Every single time. Respect isn't something you chase. It's something you embody. And when your presence is built correctly, people feel it before you speak. Here's the blueprint. 1. Move slowly and deliberately. Fast movements signal nervousness. Slow movements signal control. Every action should look intentional. Not rushed, not reactive, not jittery. People trust the one who moves with certainty. 2. Speak less, mean more. Your value increases the moment your words decrease. People listen closer when you don't waste breath. Short sentences, direct statements, no fillers, no rambling. Your silence gives your words weight. 3. Master neutral expression. A calm, unreadable face creates pressure. People project onto you. They wonder what you're thinking. They adjust their behavior around you. Neutrality is psychological dominance. 4. Hold eye contact without aggression. Not a stare down, just steady awareness, soft focus, no blinking theatrics, no intimidation attempt, just presence. People feel exposed when you're fully there and fully calm. 5. Set boundaries without raising your voice. A quiet, "that doesn't work for me," carries more weight than yelling. Volume is for people who lack authority. Stillness is for people who own the room. 6. Keep your pace. Never match theirs. If someone gets emotional, you stay centered. If someone gets loud, you stay calm. If someone rushes, you slow down. Your pace becomes the dominant frequency. 7. Carry yourself like you don't need anything from anyone. When you detach from approval, people feel it. The world respects the person who is self-contained, self-led, and self-defined. Neediness kills presence. Independence amplifies it. 8. Build an identity. Your proud of presence comes from inner work, not tactics. When you respect yourself, others follow your lead. Your posture, tone, stillness, and energy all come from one source: self-respect. You don't demand respect. You become someone it's risky not to respect. This isn't arrogance. It's alignment. It's discipline. It's identity. When you master your reactions, your silence, and your self-control, you can walk into any room and shift the entire atmosphere without saying a word. That is the power most people never develop, because it requires the one thing the world avoids: inner authority. If you want to build the kind of presence that commands respect without effort, you need more than tactics. You need identity work. And if you're ready to break old patterns, strengthen your emotional control, and rebuild your internal authority from the ground up, dive into the audiobook of Surviving the Toxic Bond. If you like to study while you listen, grab the ebook alongside it. The download link is in my bio. If this video sharpened your mindset, sharpen the algorithm too. Like the video, drop a comment, subscribe, and share it so it reaches the people who need this level of inner strength. Stand firm, stay grounded, protect your peace.